Welcome to a video taxi tutorial, today on the topic of speech. Speech is our solution for real-time translation, specifically for events that is on location. At the event itself, at the venue, and I have my colleague Karsten with me. Karsten, hello.
Hi, Michael.
Exactly. We will show you how it works, how to set up a session like this, and what special features our system offers, so that you achieve the highest possible quality. Start.
Sure. So we are in the video taxi and selecting from the speech area, accessible here at the top through the menu. And then we create a new room. When we want to create this new room, a window opens. We give it a name and select from here the language that is primarily spoken at the venue. Then we have the option again to add a dictionary. You can manage that in the settings. We'll go into that separately. But I had already created one here. I'll select that here now. And then I decide which language I want to translate.
We currently have 43 languages.
Exactly. We're translating here into English. And then maybe we'll just add French as well, so that we have 2 languages. We then click on Create Room. And then we're actually already at the point where we can almost get started at the venue. What we're doing now is connecting the session with the session, and we do that by clicking on Start Audio Transmission here. A window opens up again. And now it could be that the language that is spoken first has changed somehow. That means we could also choose one of the languages here. Select the ones that are stored, but we'll stick with German. And then you can choose which microphone you want to use.
At least the audio source, you could almost say, in this case, it's the microphone that's built into the laptop.
Exactly.
But usually at professional events, we often have the situation that XLR cables are used. They look like this, they have 3 pins inside, and that's the analog format. But I have to go digital now. That means I have to convert the analog format so that I can connect to the laptop. And for that, there are these devices here. These are DA converters. This one from the company Behringer costs only 99 euros. This is not an advertisement, but I should mention that this is not an expensive device. And now I'm plugging this in. And now you can select that as the audio source on your laptop. That obviously has the huge advantage when I have multiple microphones. If I have a sound system at the event location, then I can send a very, very good microphone signal to Video Taxi to the speech session.
Exactly.
And you just have to select that.
Exactly. That has already appeared here. Device connected UMC. USB is already connected to me. This is the UMC. I'm selecting that now, and then I'll click on Start Transmission. And then the recognition starts right away.
That's now away from this microphone here. So that means even you are standing a bit further away now. This is not the optimal case. But with this microphone distance, I am now being recorded optimally. Of course, these can also be wireless microphones. That's obviously not an issue. That's actually handled by the person sitting at the mixing desk.
Exactly. What are we seeing here? On the screen, it's the administrator view. That means it can recognize, yes, speech is being detected here. And what you then need to do for the event, usually you either play on a screen or a projector. You can do that with the link that is already available here. I'll show that in a moment. Or you distribute a QR code to the participants beforehand, or display it in a presentation so that the participants can access it on their phones and read along or even listen in. And now I'm going to show the option with the on-site display, monitor or projector. Exactly, on the monitor or projector. Here, you choose how you want to display the transcription plus the translation. I'm just going to select here original language plus English, then go to Start, and then we can already see down in the dark gray area that what I'm currently saying is being recognized. When the system recognizes a sentence, it is automatically translated promptly and pushed up, and accordingly presented to the audience like this.
Exactly the same display runs on the smartphone. However, then responsive, as they say, so it's adapted to the conditions of the smartphone.
Exactly. If you want to switch the language here, of course, you normally don't do that during the event, but you think about which language you want to display beforehand. Then you just go here. This little wheel can, for example, select French and would then get the French translation displayed accordingly.
Then we have another special feature, namely the dictionary. The dictionary is a kind of small word library that is sent to the AI system. Our system, so it learns these words. And of course, before the session starts, and we can show that now, how it works. It's interesting with technical terms, but also with proper names that, for example, have a special spelling, like product names, for example. All right, let's take a look at when I say, for example, that we have a great live translation solution at VIDEO.TAXI, then it gets it right away.
Exactly, we entered it like that before with capital letters. And that's how it was recognized and then incorporated into the translation.
All right, now we have another special term.
But you can do that. Dear Michael.
Danube Steamship Captain's License.
And that looks really good at this point.
Did you enter that beforehand?
I entered that beforehand, and it was taken exactly like that. Taken over.
All right, now we need to create an example, I think, where it gets it wrong, and you enter it, and then it's correct. What do you mean?
Do you have any idea what we could use for that?
Yeah, now I first need to find a word. Boreal disease.
Oh, now it's really putting me to the test here.
Can too. Then let's do it. Citric acid cycle. You see, there's a little, I would say, a little typo in there.
Exactly.
Now let's see if it gets it right.
For that, we would need to pause the session for a moment. We're going into the area of vocabularies. And we're going into the dictionary that I had already prepared here. There are the different words in there. And then I enter it here. The citric acid cycle, also known as the Krebs cycle, is a key metabolic pathway. I'm doing an update. It's being displayed to me. That was successful. Then I go back to the speech session. This is the top one in this case. Transmission again, I'm going back to the microphone or the connection to the audio system in this case. And then we see it jumps back on right away. And Michael is now testing the word.
Exactly what excited me the most in biology class, the citric acid cycle.
I would say that works.
Good. Yes, that was it. That was how do I set up a speech. Session open where I can translate live in 43 languages, especially at events for smartphones, but also on the monitors and on the projectors so that all the viewers can understand everything. Thank you for watching. Thank you.